Miriam here from the Bureau of Meteorology with a look at your weather for the week ahead. Now, after a very wet weekend across much of New South Wales and southern Queensland, we're seeing much clearer, drier weather in those parts today, which is really good news for the ongoing flooding situation in those areas. In fact, looking across the east coast, most of our shower activity is currently focused through far north Queensland, which is still likely to see scattered showers and thunderstorms through the course of this week. Over in the west, severe tropical cyclone Olga is generating some significant cloud, but the system is sitting well offshore, meaning that the rain and wind impacts associated with the cyclone are also well offshore and not really affecting the mainland of Australia too much at all. In fact, the main system that is impacting Australia at the moment is a cold front across the southeastern parts of the continent. Now, it's likely to reach Hobart and Adelaide through this afternoon, Melbourne through this evening, bringing a burst of blustery showers and a change to much cooler weather. Now, it'll be so cool in the wake of this system that we are likely to see a dusting of snow about elevated parts of Tasmania, Victoria and southern alpine New South Wales, most likely tonight going into the early part of tomorrow. Through tomorrow, this front is expected to move up the New South Wales coast, bringing a burst of strong southerly winds and some of those showers. Now, the winds may generate some hazardous surf along the New South Wales coast, which may persist into Wednesday as well. The system is expected to move offshore through the later part of tomorrow, taking a lot of those showers with it. As we go into Wednesday, we're going to see the eastern parts of the country dominated by this cool, mostly dry southerly flow coming up in the wake of that frontal system. And that cool, dry southerly flow is going to bring a significant change in weather conditions to Queensland in particular. Southern Queensland is the main area to be affected by easing conditions of humidity, lowering temperatures and a return of the sunshine. In fact, very autumnal conditions will be brought on by this drier southerly flow. Still a few showers in the southeast in the wake of that system, however, and elsewhere across the country, it's much of the same. As we go into Thursday, we're likely to see Tropical Cyclone Olga, at this point in the week, just a low pressure system, start to bring some patchy rain across the west coast. But the rainfall totals are likely to be low with not much amounting in the gauges. A new high pressure system will start to strengthen over the Bight, and that'll continue into the end of the week, with rainfall clearing up through the southeast towards next weekend and those sunny conditions continuing through much of eastern and central Australia. Looking at our temperatures now. To start off with, cool conditions are already dominating most parts of the continent, just warmer than average through the far north and far west. But as that cold front moves through the south, we're going to see those cold conditions reinforced. We can see how the temperatures drop back to the mid to high teens across the southeast from tomorrow onwards. As we go towards Wednesday, the cooler air moves up into Queensland, with much of southern Queensland sitting in the low 20s. But in the far north, we're still going to see those temperatures reaching the mid 30s at least. This pattern will continue through Thursday and into Friday in the end of the week, with a cooler than average weekend likely on the way for most parts of Australia. You can find the detailed forecasts for your area via the Bureau's website or the BOM social media. Have a good week and we'll catch you next time.